evening, wonderful Swingaleles. Well, here we are tonight to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, the wonderful patron saint of Ireland, and all things Irish. And my goodness, what an amazing variety of songs we have and musical instruments. We're really going to enjoy every moment performed by all of you wonderful Swingaleles. But before we begin, we have an incredible surprise visitor from Ireland. This person was so excited that we were having a concert in honour of St. Patrick's. Oh, St. Patrick, we are ecstatic that you're here visiting us tonight.
Yes, may the road rise long and true. May your notes be sweet and true. May we all bring joy to you.
Oh, thank you.
While standing on Shell Harbour's breakwater with white caps foaming by, and thinking of my Irish family's past, while the tide is running high, a southerly wind makes its familiar call. Waves move on, and I'm trying to imagine how hard it was for them all. Today, reminiscing about those brave ancestors from the Emerald Isle where shamrocks grow. In 1840, arriving to a strange, harsh land they didn't know, Irish farmers invited here with eyes aglow. Given a settler's land grant, they felled the trees and cleared the ground for dairy cows to roam around and send French milk on boats seabound to old Sydney town where the milk was downed. Can you imagine how the women coped and made do? No running water, no taps to turn, improvising to get through. On government rations like tea, flour and salted meat, cooking over an open fire, wearing those long dresses and corsets, no mean feat. Now new generations have grown, and in their mind these stories are very well known. It is so wonderful to give praise to those brave Irish folks who helped the settlement flourish in those early hard days.
By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken him I see them all. And the prison ship lies waiting in the plain. Low lie the field of Athenry, where once we watched the small creepers fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the field of Athenry.
Up to my London came an Irishman one day. As the streets are paved with gold, everyone proclaimed swing songs from Piccadilly, St. Leicester Square. Till Paddy got excited and he shouted to them there. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, and the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye Piccadilly, farewell Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, and my heart's right there.
Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight. And at the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, my face a deadly grey. And I write this note to say why Paddy's not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Now to throw them down from such a height was not a great idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he being an awkward sod. He said I'd have to cut them down the ladders in me heart. Now clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up the barrel and secured the rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. So when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. Well, I shot up like a rocket, till my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke my shoulder as to the ground it sped. And when I reached the top, I banged the pulley with me head. Well, I clung on tight through my shot from this almighty blow, and the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and so started down once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I sped towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks that were scattered on the ground. Well, I lay there groaning on the ground. I thought I'd passed the worst. And the barrel hit the pulley wheel, and then the bottom burst. Well, a shower of bricks came down on me. I hadn't got a hope. As I lay there moaning, on the ground. I let go the bloody rope. The barrel then being heavier, it started down once more and landed right across me as I lay upon the floor. Well, it broke 3 ribs and my left arm, and I can only say that I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today.
It was recorded in the 60s by the Dubliners, but it's actually a traditional song. And I think there's a version maybe 100 odd years ago from Scotland. So I don't know whether it's Irish or Scottish originally. But it's a warning song for all young women to stay away from the old men like that's sitting behind me. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Let's go. Well, an old man came courting me, hating Durham down. An old man came courting me being young. An old man came courting me, saying he would marry me. Things when you're young never wed an old man, because he's got no filler, fight it a liar. He's got no filler, fight it a liar. He's got no filler, he's lost his danger. Some days when you're young never wed an old man. When we went to church, hating Durham down. When we went to church, me being young. When we went to church, he left me in the lurch. Days when you're young never wed an old man.
A long time ago, when the earth was green, there's more kinds of animals than you've ever seen. They'd run around free while the earth was being born. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. There were green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants and Georgia corn. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. Now God saw some sinning and it gave him pain. He said, stand back, I'm going to make it rain. He said, hey brother Noah, I'll tell you what to do, and build me a floating zoo, and take some of them green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpy-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants and Georgia corn. Don't you forget my unicorn. Well, Noah was there to answer the call. He'd finish up building the ark just as the rain started pouring. He marched in the animals 2 by 2, and he called out as they went through, hey Lord, I got 2 green alligators, 2 long-necked geese, 2 humpty-backed camels and 2 chimpanzees, 2 cats, 2 rats, 2 elephants, and Lord, I'm so forlorn, I just can't see no unicorn. Then Noah looked out in the driving rain. Those unicorns were hiding, playing silly games, kicking out and splashing while the rain was pouring. Oh, them silly unicorns. The ark started moving and it drifted with the tides. The unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried, and the waters came down and just floated them away. And that's why you never see a live unicorn to this very day. But But you'll see green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats, some rats and elephants, and sure as you're born, you're never gonna see no unicorn.
Surely a body born to be a dreamer, when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreamed unto an angel. They take him over the land and cross the sea, especially when we have leaves and echo from the dear lovely island in the stream. And when the moonlight peep across the rooftops of this great city, wonder know ye be, I scarcely feel his wonder or his laughter. I once again back home in the street. I wonder home where cradles were dreaming valley, and find the peace the motherland would know. I heard the birds make music before angels, and watch the rivers laughing as they flow. And then into a humble shelter
the valley, clear is the water that flows from the foam, but my love is fairer than any. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass, come over the hills to your darling. You pick a rose and I'll make a vow, and I'll be your true love for always. Red is the rose in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the pool, but my love is fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed, the moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair. She swore she'd be my love for always. Red is the rose in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the pool, but my love is fairer than any. It's not for the parting that my sister plains, it's not for the grief of my mother, 'tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass. My heart is forever red is the rose in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the pool, but my love is fairer than any. But my love is fairer than any.
If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, and maybe at the close of the day, you'll sit and watch the moonrise of the Gladwell, and watch the sun go down on Galway Bay, just to hear again the trickle of the trout stream, the women in the meadow making hay, and to sit beside a turf fire in the garden cabin, and watch the barefoot goslings sing and play. For the breezes blow across the sea from Ireland, a perfumed bottled heather as they blow, and the women in the uplands sing a praise, speak a language that the strangers do not know. Oh, the strangers came and tried to teach us their way. They scorned us just for being what we are, but they might as well go chasing after moonbeams and light a penny candle from the cloud. Now if there's gonna be a life hereafter, and somehow I'm sure there's gonna be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea. In that dear land across the Irish Sea.
Well done. Phil the Fluter was doing it pretty tough. So he decided he needed some money, so he decided to have a ball. And he invited all his friends to come, but they'd have to throw the money in the hat. The more they put in the hat, the more he would play the music for the bladder on the floor. That's dancing on the floor. Okay? So that's the story behind Phil the Fluter. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you heard of Phil the Fluter of the town of Ballymun? The times are going hard with him, in fact the man was broke. So he just sent out a note to his neighbours one and all as to how he'd like the company that evening at the ball. And when riding out he was careful to suggest to them that if they found a hat of his convenient at the door, the more they put in whenever he requested them, the better be the music for the feather and the floor. With a tune of the flute and the riddle of the pillow, hopping in the middle like a heron on the pillow. Up, down, hands around, closer to the wall. Sure had to be the gaiety to fill the fluter's ball. There was Mr. Dennis Doherty, who kept the running dog. There was little Crookie Paddy from Tyrrell Bob. There was boys from every barony, girls from every art, and his beautiful Miss Brady's in a private acid cart. And along with them came Bounce and Mrs. Cassidy. Little Vicky Mulligan was also to the fore. Rose, Susan and Margaret O'Flaherty, the flower of the Cullen and the pride of Ecuador. In the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the pillow, hopping in the middle like a heron on the pillow. Up, down, hands around, cross to the wall. Sure had to be the gaiety till the fluter's ball. First little Mickey Mulligan got up to show them how, and then with a Cassidy sits out and takes a bow. Like that you off your legs and her as sure as you are born. If you only make the pipe and play, the hair was in the corn. So Bill plays up to the best of his ability. The lady and the children begin to do their share. They then think it's you that has agility. Begorra, Mrs. Cassidy, you're living like a hare. With a toot of the flute and the riddle of the pillow, hopping in the middle like a heron on the pillow. Up, down, hands around, cross to the wall. Sure had to be the gaiety till the fluter's ball. Then Phil the Fluter tipped the wings a little broken back. I think it's nearly time, says he, for passing round the hat. So Paddy passed the carving round and looked by the queue. Says you got to pay the piper when he toodles on the flute. Then all joined in with greatest ability, covering the buckle and the shuffle and the cut. Cheeks were danced and very finest quality, but we'd have bet the company had a handle in the foot. With a toot of the flute and the fiddle of the fiddler, hopping in the middle like a heron on the pillow. Up, down, hands around, cross it to the wall. Sure had to be the gaiety, fill the fluter's ball. With a toot of the flute and the fiddle of the fiddler, hopping in the middle like a heron on the pillow. Up, down, hands around, cross it to the wall.